Hello everyone, namaste. It's a video number 2, and today I would like to talk to you about religion and spirituality and what's, in my opinion, difference between those two. Let's start with the religion. So religion is the Latin religare. I think religare. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce, which means sort of combine, put together. It's a system. It's a system of moral norms, practices, and rituals that identify a group of people with a certain belief. The spirituality, on the other hand, I think, is the projection of the spirit, the soul, on our consciousness. So it's the present of the spiritual sort of aspect in us, and that's why I think it's a little bit different. It has some similarity for sure, and religion promotes moral growth and spiritualism, but I think what's to the practice of both, it can be very different. So religion, there are so many of the different religions now in different countries, and my understanding of religion is there is a knowledge, a book, or some sort of a script, or Messiah, or a God that behind that knowledge, and there is a group of people who believes in the knowledge and believes in what it explains, and they are studying and practicing in a particular way. So in a big aspect, religion brings a lot of good things into our life and sort of keep our society morals at certain level, and teach us how to be a better person, a better human being. The knowledge, we have so many different knowledges and so many different books and scripts. They have similarities, but they are different. Most common that I know a practice here where I am, it probably would be Christianity, I think. But there are other religions who based their practice on Bible. They're different, and there are so many different sort of individual approaches. For example, Jehovah's Witnesses, they rather not to celebrate their birthday, not to celebrate any holidays, not Independence Day or any other, like Christmas. No. Why? It's hard to understand, but that's what they believe, and if you are member of their group, then that's how you should be. So if I am part of their group, religious group, I expected to sort of obey the rule and expected to understand why, and practice what they believe is right. If I am in disagreement, then I have to leave the group, and that's how it is with religion. And you can check it yourself. I've done the study. I went to different churches, temples, different places, halls that gather people and preach what they understand is the best practice. go there, ask questions, and try to ask not very comfortable questions and see what answer you can get. And that's probably will tell you if you will be comfortable joining the group, joining the religion of that sort. Because if you are not able to question why we are practicing this way or why this rule is important, then you are limiting yourself in your spiritual growth. And that's my belief. So based on that, I decided that I'm not going to be a religious person. I cannot be a part of any religion, but I will be doing my best to grow spiritually and be a better person on my own. Because I do believe in higher spirits. I do believe in higher energies who created this universe, created cosmos, and maintaining everything around me the way it is. And I think they're very, they possess a lot of wisdom, and they have a lot of knowledge that unlimited, that I can ask anything and I can try anything and I will be comfortable. And that's why I decided to sort of be more spiritual and less religious. Let's take religion, for example. Religion been around many years, many centuries. Unfortunately, the history is not sort of the friendlier. A lot of people died in the process of religion establishing their place under the sun, and a lot of people had to join certain religions because they were forced to, or they would die. Luckily today we don't have that, and it's your choice to join whatever religion you want. It's up to you. If you don't want it, that's fine. They'll knock on your door. If you say no thank you, they will go away. But the history is still there. The history is brutal, and I think that it should not be forgotten, because we don't want that to happen again. What I see today is that the science and religion still have sort of misunderstanding and still have that history between them. The science now almost like refusing to look into religion and what it is. They decided that no, we compromise enough. A lot of our people died trying to sort of develop certain understanding and knowledge, provide that to people, and they died because of their beliefs. And now it's really hard for scientists, and they're quite stubborn in, okay, if you can't see it or if you can't touch it, then it doesn't exist and we can't prove it. However, we have to consider that spirituality is based on your sort of intuition, on your feelings, on your vibes, on what you radiate. Your thin bodies are there, your soul is there, and a lot of people use this term, but a lot of them don't believe that I have one, and will not believe until I can see it or I can touch it. My hope is one day religion and science will will be able to sit down together and consider that every one of them has a point, and if they combine their study, if they will allow at least to prove, or at least work on, okay, I'm gonna prove or disapprove, then it's gonna be a progress already, because it's important. It's important to sort of move in one direction, because I think centuries ago, when religion was not a religion, it was a knowledge based on science, and contact with the spiritual world was way stronger. People didn't need to believe, they knew. We lost that, and we lost the knowledge, almost lost the knowledge. I think the knowledge is here, you just have to be open to receive it. But majority of us think that it's impossible to find the knowledge. A lot of people lost faith. They decided to be atheists because they cannot prove it, and they cannot feel it. They can't see, and it's really sad in a way. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that one day religion and science can go hand by hand and prove the existence of the spiritual world and its influence on us. And when we start to be more developed spiritually, we will see the difference in what we do and how we receive and pursue our surroundings. For example, materialistic world based on materialistic things. Like, for example, it's cold today, I'm wearing my scarf because my body needs it. So this is, for some people, the only reality they know, and that's how they will live and how they will act. But a lot of people would neglect that I also need to be spiritually developed and cover myself with a spiritual knowledge in order to survive in this harsh environment. So we can start in analyzing our thoughts. If our thoughts are negative, and we have a lot of feelings that are negative, like fear, envy, anger, then we create a lot of other sort of wishes that are based on that fear. So I'm afraid that my new car will be scratched. I'm afraid someone's gonna steal it. So I will be more protective. I will be sort of jealous of my neighbor's better car than mine, and so on. So this is what the thought process of person who are not sort of developed spiritually. When you are spiritually grown, you will have faith in, okay, yeah, so I have a car, this is for purpose of driving, that's it. If I have a scratch, it's not gonna kill me, it's okay. I know my neighbor got a better car, and I will be happy for my neighbor. And I have a car, I don't care what model, as long as it's drive me from A to B, I'll be fine. So I think spirituality can give you that difference in thinking. It will be more positive, it will be creative thinking more than fearful of losing, fearful of destroying, and you will be more in a defense sort of all the time instead of being open and welcoming. And that's, I think, what spirituality can give you in the long run. What's to the proof of spirituality? I think you can prove it. Unfortunately, you cannot prove it to everyone, but you can prove it to yourself. And that's probably the only way, and I understand why. There are many ways of how to get to the point that, yes, I can feel it. Yes, something's definitely there. Yes, I feel supported. There are many ways. You can say prayer, you can do meditation, you can do yoga, you can be a good positive person. There are so many different ways. We will be studying all of them later on in my different videos. Right now I'm just talking about religion and spirituality. So if you are spiritually developed person and your thoughts are positive and creative, you will see the change in your surrounding. You will see how you pursue different people. You are not judgmental. You see everyone as a person who has a soul. You see everyone suffering, and you would want to help. You would want to be that push of, here, I have it. I want to share it with you. I don't need it just for myself. I want everyone to be spiritual around me. I want everyone to be happy around me, because only that environment can create a good and positive change and help our planet. If we are in peace with ourselves and with each other, we can change our world and be happy here. We can develop different tools to be protected, different tools to be happy and not feel lonely. When you're with a contact with your spiritual creator, you never really alone, you never feel lonely, and you never feel unprotected. That feeling of belonging, that feeling of someone who did create this universe, created me, and will make sure that I'm okay while I'm here, gives me peace. I am not afraid of making a decision. I'm not afraid to lose. And it's a good challenge, and it took a while to be okay with not being a winner, because to be a winner, it's not easy, but to be a loser, a good loser, is actually harder. So and when you know that you're okay with that, because I lost, because it was not mine, and that's why I don't need it, because someone else needs it, and what mine will come to me, will give you that different perspective, that every time I lose something, a job, or whatever it can be, it's okay. I will survive without it, because now I have understanding that whatever is not mine will not be given to me, and I'm okay with that. So that's one of the many different aspects that I change since I started my spiritual path and started grow spiritually as a person. And I wish that you all will do too. And I hope you will join me. If you have questions, write them down, and I will be more than happy to talk about them in my next video. I also wanted to let you all know that regardless of what background or what religion you are, I respect every religion, because they still work on increasing the moral of society. They're given a lot of good things. They teach you how to be a better person, and that's huge. That's huge. And just because I'm not part of any religion, it does not mean that I don't have respect for them. I am happy for every one of you, and whatever you choose to do in life, either you want to be religious or not, it's your decision, and as long as you're happy with that, that's awesome. I think that's it for now. Let me know if you like my video. Please sign for my channel if you want to, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.